Friends, today's topic for our podcast is financial planning and you. There is really no escape from financial planning. We all have multiple goals, numerous responsibilities to be fulfilled. And to achieve these goals and to fulfill these responsibilities, we depend heavily on our savings and hope to translate our savings into financially significant investments. And these investments will meet our financial needs in the future, fulfill our goals, and help us complete our responsibilities. This is not new. Every one of us knows it. But we still approach this whole issue in a rather cavalier fashion. Many of us think we can accomplish what experts struggle to do. So most of us engage in what I call hobby investing. So we pick up information here and there and make some investments. We don't really have the time to follow these investments closely. In fact, the way we arrive at these investment decisions itself is hugely restricted due to time compulsions. We don't have enough time to decide on investment and most decisions are rushed. So there's a lot of things about hobby investing which are risky by construct, by nature. Yet in every bull market, many of us who have financial responsibilities and goals engage actively in hobby investing. And then over time, we start becoming more active and aggressive. What we start as hobby investing tends to become oriented towards trading and eventually towards gambling. Then we make mistakes. For many people, their investments are actually the mistakes from trading, gambling and hobby investing in that order. The failed ideas tend to remain on their books and that is what they hope will fulfill their eventual financial plans, goals and responsibilities. You will agree that this approach is bound to fail. Yet, once we travel in this direction for some distance, it becomes very difficult for us to reverse direction, correct our course, admit we went wrong, and then make a fresh start in the right direction. But there is no escape from that. Our goals are not going to change. Our responsibilities are not going to reduce. We need to fulfill them. One more aspect which you need to remember is our goals are evolving. They only grow with time. If you want a particular type of house at 25, at 40 you want a bigger house. If you want to lead a particular type of lifestyle at 35, at 50 you want to do something else. Aspirations like travel, lifestyle tend to arrive later in our lives and we still need to fulfill them. We have to make them into our goals and work towards them. Most people wake up late to this idea. Most people wake up late to this reality. And when you wake up late, the problem is that you will not be able to fulfill all your goals. You will struggle to meet your responsibilities. And your expectations of lifestyle will still remain a dream. There is one way in which this can be reversed, and that is at the end of a bull market cycle like this, one can return to financial planning get a proper plan done, work to it, create a culture of discipline and financial actions to a plan, and work towards fulfilling these goals, meeting responsibilities, and also understanding your goals as they grow and your responsibilities as they evolve. So, the plan is basically what in modern days like a map or a GPS. It helps you to know where you have to go, and it takes you every step of the way to where you need to reach. If you are a traveler, if you are a person using GPS or a map, you got so accustomed to it and you know its value, you know how much it helps you. Nobody knows how much of embedded value is there in your GPS, how much you are paying, because it is now a part of another product. Maybe a phone, maybe a telecom service, you are indirectly paying for those services. But a plan cannot be purchased like a GPS. It has to be paid for and bought from an expert. And his job is to sell you a standalone plan. The logic is simple. A planner's role is largely restricted to planning. That is how I believe planning works best. If he has to also sell you a product, I feel the roles get compromised. So, you need to buy a plan from a planner. You need to basically talk to him. You need to make him work with utmost integrity and competence towards your goals and your responsibilities. The only way it can be done is by buying an independent plan. And in times like these, when hobby investing, gambling, trading, and investing, which happens through mistakes, are what you are left with, the plan can change things. And it is not a choice, it is a necessity. And a smart investor like you would make a smart choice out of what is a necessity. Mistakes don't change on their own, we need to change them. And this is a good time. Thank you for listening to this podcast.